Hi everybody, this is Barry Schwartz. This is the Search Buzz video recap. This is the news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable over the past week. Today is Friday, December 9th. I have a bit of a cold. I'll be okay. In any event, the stuff we have discussed is... I'll go through it fairly quickly. There's some rumors of a December Google update on some level. Google's constantly doing these small updates, and we did a report last week about the 10 updates they did in the past 2 weeks or so. So they're always doing minor updates, but there was a report at Webmaster World, a lot of people noticing more extreme fluctuations in the Google search results at the beginning of December. So we have a post about that with some more details on December 7th at seroundtable.com. There's one person who posted about themselves receiving a Panda recovery. What they did was pretty simple. They took all the content that they thought was pandalized, and they went ahead and took that content and put it on a new site. So that new site tends to rank very well right now because, as you can imagine, the Google Panda algorithm is not updated immediately. It just runs on cycles. So I assume once Google indexes that site and then runs their Panda algorithm, that new site that has that pandalized content will go ahead and be deranked or downgraded. We also posted the December 2011 Google Webmaster Report, which we do every month or so. The main things in the past month was the Panda 3.1 update. We discussed those two shifts in the algorithm. There's two new major updates, two announcements of updates, about 20 different things that Google talked about. The Google black bar was changed to that top thing, or I still don't see it, but a lot of people do. And how ads are going to head and impact rankings in the future. I have a whole list of stuff. You can check it out on December 5th at seroundtable.com for more information. Google has changed how they do. If you go to Google Images using a modern browser, it uses a modern browser. Usually, when you go to Google Images, you click on an image, you would see that image in a Google frame. Some people didn't like that, so they went ahead and they used frame buster, frame breaking techniques to go ahead and stop Google from framing the image and send that traffic right to their website. Google has deployed a new technique which breaks anybody trying to break a frame breaker. And that basically allows Google to keep that traffic on Google instead of sending it to you. It doesn't work in all browsers, but it's something that Google's trying to do. We have more information about that. I think it was posted yesterday. Google has improved their multilingual support. They added new markup languages. It's called the... basically, it's a rel alternate with a rel alternate with a href language. So basically, it's a new way of going ahead and saying, all right, here's language for this country and this language type. And you can put that stuff in your header as a link element. And you basically determine the rel alternate with using the href x language type. And we have more information exactly how this works on December 6th at seroundtable.com. If you're interested and you have multilingual sites, you definitely want to take a look at that. Google added a neat Google graphing calculator. It's pretty cool. Wolfram Alpha has something like that as well. But obviously, Google's geeky nature, they were able to go ahead and draw hearts and everything, and zooming into the hearts. It's really cool. And they announced it on December 5th. We posted about it on December 6th. I'll show you some screenshots in this video. Google Maps is now, in the UK, is now powered by Google Maps' own data. They dropped TeleAtlas, and now in the UK, Germany, Finland, and Sweden, Google themselves are providing the map data, which means if you find a problem, you hit the report problem bottom on the link on the bottom, and you report the problem. Google's able to quickly update that problem that you found on their mapping data. Twitter launched a new Twitter design and Twitter interfaces and features. The new design is basically aimed at making it easier for people to use and discover new content. They also released a new tweet deck for both Chrome and Mac App OS on the App Store. I switched to the Mac App Store. It's the HTML5 based, pretty much exactly the same as the Chrome app. And it's much easier to use, it's quicker and faster. Greg Sterling reported at Search Engine Land that they also updated the search feature, but he's not really sure what they changed. It's hard to see. They also added the ability to do embedded tweets directly from Twitter, which is nice. There's a new follow button, and there's more information at fly.twitter.com. Plus, you're also able to do more things with branding your Twitter pages as well. If you want more information, I posted that today on December 9th at seroundtable.com. Google had a special logo yesterday for Diego Rivera's 125th birthday. He was born in Mexico. He was very well known for his murals around the world, specifically in Mexico City, New York City, Detroit, San Francisco, etc., etc. The only issue that I spotted in the forums, at least, was that people in America were upset because the day before was Pearl Harbor, and as you know, Japan was a communist thing back then, and Diego Rivera was fairly well known for his communist activity. And again, it was before my time, so I don't see the big issue by Google, going ahead and thanking and honoring a person who is very well known for his artwork. But at the same time, it has upset a lot of Americans because they posted this the day after Pearl Harbor. Finally, I was at Google this week, thanks to the Google folks that had me. And Wiz, over at Google, shared with me a cool picture of his, how I saw him. I took a picture of his shoes, his Google shoes, and his YouTube socks. A very colorful place. Thank you, Michael, for taking me around Google for probably half a day on Tuesday, and for all the Googlers I met, and obviously Matt Cutts for helping organize everything. Thanks, everybody, and I appreciate it. So that pretty much recaps the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz. This is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at SERoundtable.com over the past week. Today again is Friday, December 9th. Everyone have a great weekend. I'll speak to you next.